Alright, let's see. Never done this stream before, so um, going to start by saying that this was my first game I played in the RE series. So this is how I was introduced back in the day. I watched buddies of mine play RE1, the original, and RE2, but I'd never actually physically played them until a buddy of mine, he gave me his Dreamcast, and then he gave me this game. Well, not this game here. This is obviously Code Veronica X, but the original Code Veronica without the X. And played it on the Dreamcast. Fell in love with it. Fell in love with the series from the get-go. So yeah. So here we go. Let's get this sucker started.
Resident Evil.
I'm probably just going to go ahead and start where I left off, which was after the plane. Just for shits and giggles. Go ahead and skip this. Not gonna watch this. So, anyway, I think Code Veronica is a good game overall. It's actually one of my favorite games. I think that most people would probably, pick, other titles in the series. Of course, mine is obviously going to be RE1 Remake is my main favorite title. It's probably the greatest remake of the RE series. But Code Veronica is still a great game. It's hammy, it's cheesy, but I think that's what gave it, its charisma and character. Apparently that rat is a character that pops up continuously in the game. You could probably find YouTube videos on it, but yeah, that little rat supposedly wrote some notes. Which we all know that's going to be some bullshit. But interesting little theory that I have here was that the butler here, Scott Harmon, and I know the wiki says differently, which is that Spencer was the one that sent Hunk into give out orders to to Hunk to get the G virus. But I just disagree with the wiki. I do. My theory is that the Ashfords, or at least the Ashford family or the consortium, put out, Hunk on a mission to retrieve the G virus because, the T virus was already loose, and William Birkin was already, talking to people, in the the American government, basically releasing trade secrets and whatnot. And the reason why I believe personally that the Ashfords would do something like that was because, for me, it's because Hunk, he trained at Rockford Island. In the memo, he is loyal to the Ashfords. He talks about the good old days of being there on the island and training and stuff like that. It just made more sense that it wouldn't be Spencer calling the mission. and to me it would be, if not the Ashfords, it would be, you know, Scott Harmon, which would be the butler slash the uh, caretaker of the Ashford business. I would assume someone who knows it in and outs of the Ashfords and been I guess, a loyal servant and consecutive type of person, executive, making you know orders to claim something. I don't know. I think my overall theory is that it makes more sense that the Ashfords would be the one to try to take the G virus, because Hunk was sent in to extract it. So that's where I kind of lie at. So I mean, there's a lot of theory. Maybe one day I'll post a video and give my own little theory about why I think that. But I'm just speaking off the top of my head, and I'm not good at really speaking on the top of my head. I'm just kind of going with the flow, and it's hard for me to do multiple things at one time. As you can see, I'm not really uh, playing the game because I'm busy talking. So hopefully, maybe some things will trigger me to say some things where I can, within the 10 minutes here. So out of all the games, the one game that I pretty much did a speed run, I got this down under 3 hours. And most of the games that I played could get under about 2 hours without trying to skip a lot. But I actually skipped a lot of rooms just to get it to under 3 hours. And I like the idea that you can backtrack, that the game is not linear, to where it's like, you only go in one direction and you can't go back and find if there's anything else that you miss or anything like that. Just kind of free explore your things. So yeah, I forgot I gotta have a... So, I think that's going to be it. I'm just testing this out to see what it would do. If anybody's watching this, I'm just doing a test run. I'm not trying to do like a full playthrough. I'm just testing the stream to see how it plays.